I'm getting off topic, so let's
Hello,
just wrap this up.
everyone.
This book definitely deserves a C tier
It's
in my
me,
opinion.
Al.
It's definitely at that level where it's better than Get
Omega
Away,
VR.
but it's not at that level yet. where
And
it can
today we'll
be
be
good books like
playing
Ugly
Get a
Truth.
Snack at
Alright, next
4
book.
a.m.
Hard
Let's
Luck
go.
is probably my favorite or second favorite out of the whole series. And before you ask, no, it's not because this was the first ever book I read in the whole series. Okay, maybe that has to contribute with me ranking this so high, but hear me out. This book slaps. Alright, and in a good way. Every joke lands, everything is accurate, and another reason why I liked it so much is that it's the direct sequel to Third Wheel. A lot happens in this book that gets successfully concluded the more you keep reading the book. The friendship between Greg and Rowley, the science project...
Yep, I did just do that.
It all adds up at the end. We still have the cliffhanger of Greg hiding the diamond ring to save it for future use. I hope that Jeff Kinney doesn't forget about that, because it could seriously pay off later. I also love the Magic 8 Ball and the events that happened when Greg got it. It brought up good decisions, bad decisions, and also counting Nemo's diamond ring. This book is definitely good. If I didn't grow up reading this book, I probably
say
would
that you are starving.
But it's just way kind of stuff. I don't blame you if you disagree with me.
You appear to be waking up due to your starvation.
So, the long haul is...
You honestly can't sleep in this condition, so I advise you getting up. Oh, wait.
And I'm not saying it's
Try to be try to be sneaky about it, okay?
And let me just set this straight.
Anyway, see you soon.
Is so much better than the movie. The movie took out some really good parts of the book and instead replaced them with but anyway, this is the very first book in the series which focuses
Freddy Fazbear
throughout the whole book. And it should have stayed that way until Jeff Kinney ran out of ideas. Hey, Jeff Kinney. Call me. Anyways, even though this book is an awful movie, some parts of the book are still present in it. Like deep fried butter on a stick, the beardos, the stupid pig for some reason. Hey man, the pig is just as bad as Manny was in the book, or technically in anything. I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that Manny is a literal gremlin from hell. And this book is not bad. This book gets a B tier. Okay, book 10, Old School. Old School is a pretty good book.
Wait,
I don't know why,
ordinary
but I've met so much
orange?
people who actually
It's like
told me that they didn't
annoying
like
orange.
this book. But if I'm gonna be frank with you, the only thing I didn't like this book was Greg's mom. Like, holy crap, is she a hypocrite? Other than that, I really like the idea of this book, of the town going electronics free. Greg going to Hardscrabble Farms to avoid his father. Also, Greg starting a lemonade stand. These are all fresh ideas, and I feel like they're done really well in this book.
All endings, walk through, cheat codes, how to do crimes, how to read, how to get sent. 4 a.m.
It's probably one of my favorites, and I do think I would rank it higher, but I don't think this book beats Hard Luck. One thing they did do right in this book is the concept of going electronics free. Anyway, this book gets an A tier. I still do think that Double Down's better than this book though. And speaking of Double Down. Okay, so a lot of people think that this book sucks, and I can understand where they're coming from. There's not really a certain theme for this book, it just kind of feels like the story is all over the place, but believe me or not, that's what makes me like this book even more. The fact that there's no theme to this. Aside from Halloween, of course. It just makes it better, in my opinion. The reason why I feel like books with no stories are better than the books with one story throughout the whole book are better, is that if the story of the book sucks, then the whole book just sucks altogether. There are still some things I hate about this book, like the stupid pig incident and Greg lying about a fake bully. But if that was the theme for the whole book, I would have definitely hated it more. I probably don't take a lot of sense, but the fact that this is essentially
let's not even get money.
combined into one book without a consistent story makes it more enjoyable to read than other books that
Go get a snack.
That, and it was also my second book I ever bought from this whole
Rainbow
series.
Friends 31. Yeah, if you want to friend me, that's me.
It happens at the very last pages of the book, but that doesn't make the quality of the story degrade. If you haven't read it yet, basically Greg thinks he can become famous by making a sequel movie. He invites Rowley to play the character, he writes a script, acts, and it goes horribly wrong. It's a classic structure. How can you not like it? Anyways, I do actually see why people hate this book so much.
No.
It's just my opinion that I even like this book, so don't attack me with that. This book gets me the 80. Okay, forget it. The Getaway was not that bad of a book. However, the more you read it, the more you actually realize that Jeff Kinney is really running out of ideas for how to This is also more like a story.
What? It's not there.
Rather than a normal book. What I mean by story version is that throughout the whole book is an ongoing story, and the story here is that Greg and his family...
Shoplifting!
We don't get to think. That's a fresh idea and everything, but we've already seen the whole Greg family goes on a whole the whole Greg stick around 3 times throughout the whole series. The first time, it was actually good, and when you do it over and over again, the structure of the book starts to
I need to go take a bath.
So Greg's mom forces
Father, I need to take bath.
Overall, I'm going to rank this book lower than a lot of books out of C2.
I woke up, Dad.
The Meltdown. Alright, so
he didn't enjoy it.
Meltdown is probably my 3rd favorite book out of the whole series. I won't say that it's like every other Wimpy Kid book, because this book has some really great structure in it. It's got some nice anecdotes and stories while also being a story of its own. Throughout the whole book, there's a snow arc, but don't confuse this with the other snow-themed Wimpy Kid book, because I honestly think that The Meltdown does it way better than Cabin Fever. Everything falls into place perfectly. I love how there's a huge snowball war between the upper and lower Surrey Street, and I also love the plans that Greg and Rowley used to triumph against them. Greg and Rowley went to extreme lengths to win the snowball fight, and it was actually really fun to see. The story here feels like it's not exactly real though, with all the stuff that's been happening. So, it all seems too unbelievable.
Yeah, let's just not
look at that.
Dad.
Stop me from enjoying this book. I'm pretty sure I'm not doing this book that much justice by reviewing it here, so you should definitely read it for yourself. This book deserves an S tier just for the whole snowball war.
Wait, why is it snowing all of a sudden?
Wrecking Ball. So, Wrecking Ball is, it's okay, you know?
Okay, this one, the word unusual.
Stages, but I like the
a little Easter.
One thing that I don't like about this book is how they leave you on a cliffhanger.
This was not here. Was it, guys? Everyone comment down below if it was here before, because I do not remember being there.
I mean, just looking at the first page alone makes it hard to believe that he's middle school. If Greg Heffley was a real kid, then my god, this kid would be making an absolute bank with his drawings. Anyways, back to the actual book. There's not a whole lot to say about the story. It's definitely new and it's never been done before, but the crazier these stories get, the more unrelatable the book is. Like, when have you ever been in a situation where a hot tub falls through the roof of your house? I mean, you're watching the title of the book series, The Crazy Adventures of Greg and his Family. But I think the non-narrative of the story completely makes the feeling that this book belonging to a middle school and trying to write books. But some people still enjoyed reading Deep End, so who am I to spike them because of their opinion? This book deserves a B tier tops. The Deep End. So, The Deep End is one of the weirdest books in the whole Wimpy Kid series. I don't even know what to say about this book. It's just so damn forgettable. It's basically just another long haul ripoff, except it's just worse than any other book I read. If you thought The Getaway was a long haul ripoff, no. This book is literally just Jeff Kiddie running out of ideas. And another thing that really struck me in this book is how unbelievable the story is. One thing that makes the Wimpy Kid book series stand out against other books is that it's relatable. In this book,
let's go back home and then
ride their car into
get
the bridge
breakfast.
with Manny steering the wheel. What the hell is this? All this plot line is Greg Heffley teaming up with his group of friends at the compound hotel thing. It definitely reminds me of the Meltdown, but the Meltdown was good because you could actually see yourself having a snowball fight. How the hell does someone see themselves in the Heffley situation at the end of the book? It just makes no sense. This book deserves an E tier. Even Rowley's book could probably rank higher than this. Alright, let's move on to the movies. Diary of Wimpy Kid, the first one. Alright, going to say, this movie is an absolute classic. Everything in this movie is perfect, the cast is perfect, Roderick is perfect, the parents are perfect, Manny's outfit perfectly captures him being a spawn from Satan, everything's great, you know? I also love how they reference the ending to this movie to a chapter in Rowley's journal. This is a great movie, but it's not the best out of the whole trilogy, and I'm not including the fourth movie. We'll get to that later. I also really like the scene in the movie where Greg and Rowley go trick-or-treating and accidentally scrap up some teenager's car. And this scene where Greg and Fregley have a sleepover. Everything about it is so good, even though they don't even happen in the book. Honestly, the only thing I found weird about this movie was that they introduced this photographer girl as an important character. I have no problem with her in the movie, but I just thought it was weird because we've never seen her in the book. So, yeah, this movie gets a solid S tier. Moving on. Roderick Rules is the best out of the 4 movie adaptations we've gotten from the Wimpy Kid franchise so far. I love everything in this movie. Everything feels great, the scenes feel fresh and funny, even though some of them were taken straight out of the book itself. I like the little arc that Greg and Roderick go through to realize that maybe having them as brothers weren't too bad. I love this scene where Roderick teaches Greg tricks on how to make life easier, and after this moment in the town show where Greg and Roderick turn the magician back into an accidental comedy. And let's not forget Roderick's song Exploded Diaper. But even better was the acting. Holy crap, there is nothing better than the acting in this masterpiece. This movie is better than all the movies combined. For that, I feel like it deserves an S tier by default. Alright, Dog Days. This right here is a certified cult classic. I'd even argue that this is better than the original movie. The movie, like the book, was summer themed, and everything about it is perfect as always. There are some pretty good scenes in there, like Greg Heffley jumping on the diving board and hitting his shorts there. I mean, what can you say? This dude's some Mr. Bean type fella. I also love the ending probably more than I love anything else in this movie. Where we get a cover of Just by the man Devin Bostic himself. The ending is so well deserved with Greg and Holly holding hands. See, this is the type of thing that is done well because you feel like Greg actually earned it. Unlike in Third Wheel where he gets screwed over by every single girl possible, this scene is also one of my favorites where Greg tells Roderick that his band can play at Henry Sweet 16. It's just so wholesome to see him so happy. And it's also well deserved that Greg and Roderick are friends this movie because they spent the last two building their relationship. Automatic S for this movie. Alright, what's next? Diary. Oh. For the long haul, where do I even begin with this one? I knew this was coming and I still decided to make it. So the main complaint I have with this movie is everything. But everything is wrong. Everything doesn't feel right. The cast, the story, the acting, the writing, the originality, the concept, I hate it. The thing with this movie is that it's so bland that it doesn't even have to be a Diary of Wimpy Kid movie. In fact, if you watch this movie without thinking it's a Wimpy Kid movie, you'd probably have a good time watching it. I honestly think the movie is okay, but the thing is that it's labeled as a Wimpy Kid movie.
Hey, yo, it's back again with another game of video!
No.
We're going to play a game called Get a Snack at 4 a.m. Whoa! Well, good thing it's not at 3 a.m. That's when all the creepy stuff happens, right?
And don't even get me started on the plot. They somehow managed to ruin
You can't unselect it.
It's me,
Like,
your
the book literally already exists, and it was a massive hit. All they had to do was copy from the book, and they succeeded.
Okay, we got
They still managed to do it. They somehow turned a family road trip movie into a YouTube comedy gaming movie. Okay, maybe that was a bit of an exaggeration, but they didn't have to include this Digby guy. This movie
Go back
gets a B
into our room.
for Get in the Bin. Well, that's about every book in the series, so thank you for... Oh, wait, I think you forgot something. Forget something? What are you talking about? You're not talking about the Raleigh Jefferson Journal, right? You know what? Fine. So, I wasn't originally supposed to review this
did it!
book,
We got
but
a
since I
snack
actually
at 4
have it, I
a.m.
might as well include it in the video. So, this book was apparently meant to be Howie's diary, but
You
Greg
successfully
kept making somehow
so I
convince
guess,
him to
yes.
make it about his biography. So, for the whole book, Rowley just basically says stories about him and Greg, which is pretty sad, because you have to keep in mind that this is Rowley's journal. Listen, Robert Hayden, you have to agree that Rowley's friendship with Greg Heffley is absolutely toxic. And that's what you'd expect, because Greg is a literal social. Despite Greg's attempt at making Rowley make him his own biography, it still kind of shows how bad of a person Greg is, which is kind of ironic and funny. After reading this book, though, all it really made me feel and think was how much of a bad person Greg Heffley is. I kind of just sat there and felt sorry for Rowley throughout the whole book. It was actually kind of sad when you think about it, but anyway, I don't have to...
Dad, I'm stealing your money.
Well, would you look at that? All 16 books and the 3 movies, not including the other one, and the Rowley book ranked all in one video. I hope you enjoyed watching this because I definitely did enjoy making it. I know this video was a bit weird if you enjoy watching my other type of content, but I'm just trying new stuff out. If this video does blow up, then I guess I'm gonna become a Diary of Wimpy Kid channel. I seriously hope that doesn't happen. At least I can finally say that I will be the only one on YouTube to have ranked every single Diary of a Wimpy Kid book and movie. I'm pretty sure there's a new book coming out on October 21st and a Disney Plus movie on December 3rd. Please kill me.
What's this? this.
Super Shaker is provided by
So
Surfshark
we
VPN, the sponsor of today's video. Oh, Gravity Falls! It is good to be back! This is really talked about too much, even though it's probably one of my top 5 favorite shows of all time. I could go on and on about how it's one of the funniest shows I've ever seen, and how lovable its characters are, and how well it paces and tells its mystery elements, but you already know all that. Still, I want to do something to commemorate this iconic show's 10-year anniversary. So as I started rewatching it recently with the GF and all other friends, it finally hit me. I'm gonna rank every episode! That was worth it. Yeah, I mean, that's all there really is to it. Spoilers if you've never seen the show before, and if you haven't, come on, it's a masterpiece. Do it. Okay, let's rank it. Oh, so excited.
we're doing
This
it.
is commonly considered one of the absolute worst episodes of Gravity Falls, if not the worst. Yeah. The funny thing is, this isn't even a bad episode by the standards of the average cartoon.
I forgot to pay.
The art isn't gonna cut it here. First, let's talk about the actual concept.
I forgot to pay.
It's a genetically typical road trip with Dipper trying to find a rebound crush after Wendy rejected him, which is still a plotline we have to deal with, I guess. So he meets all these girls at different stops on the road, except, oh no, they suddenly all appear at the same place and call him out for cheating on them. I know this show is silly and you don't need to take it super seriously, but this is really contrived and dumb. There's not even any supernatural elements in the episode until the last third, where Grunkle Stan gets kidnapped by a spider lady, which really isn't that interesting. Also, out of nowhere, this episode just decides that Candy has a crush on Dipper, which is not only really rushed and forced, but also a weird thing
what
to
other
introduce
endings would there
6
be?
episodes after establishing a well-thought-out potential romantic connection between Dipper and Pacifica, and 2 episodes before the multi-part series finale that doesn't even bring this crush up again. Speaking of which, that's the real kicker that makes this episode stick out in people's minds in a bad way. Despite being one of the final 5 episodes of the show, and coming after multiple plot-focused episodes that all feature the new character Ford in some capacity, this episode adds nothing to the show. No Ford, no plot relevance, nothing. It feels like a lost season 1 episode, and it probably wouldn't have such a negative reputation if it wasn't placed at such a dramatic point in the show. Like, the previous episode established how dangerous Bill is and how we should stay safe from him inside the Mystery Shack. So why are we now going on a road trip? I don't mind the fact that we're taking a breather in between spooky plot episodes, but can the breather make sense and be entertaining? The episode's solid as usual, and there's nothing actively awful here, but yeah, you'd be hard-pressed to find any Gravity Falls episode worse than this one. However, if this is the bottom of the barrel for this show, I think that's a surefire sign that the show is pretty damn good. But you need a little help from love. You ever just make a perfectly fine episode and then ruin it entirely in the last 2 minutes? Yeah, that's the Love God. For most of its runtime, it's fairly enjoyable. Not the most memorable Gravity Falls episode, and the Love God himself is a pretty
Okay, you know what, guys?
John DiMaggio's performance is pretty fun. Most of the jokes are solid, and this one does contain one of my absolute favorites in the whole show, with the I Eat Kids bit. Hey, it should be illegal for a show to be this funny. This is the comedy police. The joke's too funny. I'm not going back to jail! But then, after Mabel spent the entire episode dealing with the social consequences of forcing Robbie and Tanner to fall in love against their will, she decided that maybe they should just keep them under the spell of the love potion. What? What's the message here? Forcing people to fall in love against their will is cool sometimes?
Alright, everyone, if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and
Oh,
subscribe.
but actually, the journal said that the potion isn't permanent, so the fact that they stay together means it's
So, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more and help me with all the endings. Comment how you get some of the endings.
It's not like anything else about this
Okay,
episode.
goodbye, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Outside of I Eat Kids. So yeah,